Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Good evening, good evening. Today I wanted to talk about mindset, and I labeled or titled this video, You Are the Only Problem You Will Ever Have, and You Are the Only Solution. And when I heard that, I was like, yes, that is so true. No matter what happens, like if you have a bad situation, like life just throws you a pile of shit and like dumps it on your lap, like how you handle it is what really matters. So that pile of shit looks like a problem, but it's up to you to find the solution in that problem, to find the lesson, to find the gratitude, to find, the growth. Because if we didn't have any issues in our lives, we would never grow. And everybody wants less problems, which is ridiculous, because if we don't have problems, we can't grow. And if you're not growing, you're dying. One of the biggest things that I found out and realized through my own personal journey and from doing personal development with Tony Robbins is that if you're not growing, you're dying and you're not fulfilled. So one of the biggest keys to fulfillment is having personal growth. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I was so depressed for so long, because I was just stuck. I was not growing. I wasn't learning new skills. I wasn't learning learning new things about myself and on my own personal growth to enlightenment or to, different levels of awareness. I wasn't taking those steps to finding my own personal different levels of awareness and my own personal self, like my true self, who I really am, not who society made me to be, and it was when I started taking those steps to learning about myself and growing personally, that's when I saw a huge change in my happiness, a huge shift in my depression and anxiety, was because I was growing. And so no matter what, oh, my battery's dying. So no matter what, like you're the problem. If there's an external problem that happens, it's up to you to find a solution. And if you're not finding a solution, it's because you're the problem. You're standing in your own way. And I've done that so many times. Like I've stood in my way so many times. I feel like especially in the last year, I've hit a little bit of a lull in my personal growth and in my business and in my own personal growth, because I stopped doing the things that I was doing before that got me the results that I had. And I think, that happens to all of us. We get complacent. We start seeing a little bit of progress because of the action we're taking, and then we get comfortable and we say, oh, I've achieved this, or I'm not depressed anymore. I don't have anxiety anymore. I'm not sad anymore. So you stop doing those things that changed for you, and you're standing in your own way. So it's up to you to be the one to change. It has to come from within. You can't look for external. You can't wait for somebody to come rescue you. You can't wait for a miracle. It has to come from within you. And one of the things that I do when I'm feeling unmotivated, and as a coach and as somebody who coaches a team of over 200 people, I have over 400 customers and people that I talk to, and I have this like level where people think because I'm a coach I like am always motivated or something. But that's not true. Like, I'm not always motivated. I'm not always inspired, because that's not realistic. Like, it's something that you have to cultivate within yourself. You have to cultivate the happiness, cultivate the inspiration and motivation. And what I like to do is I turn on music, I dance, I jump on my trampoline, I make myself be motivated. I watch motivational videos, I watch things that inspire me, listen to music that inspires me, read something that inspires me, and that's what you have to do. So if you're stuck, if you're standing in your own way, you are the only person who's going to stop you from standing in your own way. And you have to find out what that is for you, what it is that inspires you to move forward and inspires you into action. So just a quick short video today. I hope that that helped you. And one little quote that I read that was like mind-blowing to me, but also so simple. The most powerful tool you have is your mind. That's why the enemy fights you in your mind. I thought that was super profound because, I mean, we all have self-doubt and negative self-talk, and, you know, what you think you become. And the enemy, whatever you think that is, if it's yourself or an external entity or whatever your beliefs are, but it's in your head. So your biggest enemy is in between your ears. So, and a lot of it is, a lot of what we're repeating to ourselves over and over again in our heads, that's like negative self-talk, is the voices from, you know, our subconscious from when we were little, and the things that were implanted in our heads about life, about who we are, about what we can achieve. And those are our limiting beliefs, and they repeat themselves over and over again in your head. So something happened recently. So I was on a mentorship call last night with my coach, and she said, was it last night? Yeah. And she said something along the lines of like having a team of like 10,000 people or more, like 100,000 people. And I was just listening to that. I wasn't actively thinking, but I recall instantly my limiting beliefs, my subconscious kicked in and said, whoa, 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 like, how are you going to do that? Like, how are you going to be somebody who can, you know, have a team of, you know, 10,000 people or 100,000 people? Who are you to do that? And that was a subconscious thing that came up in my head without me even doing anything. And I was like, whoa, man, like, calm down. Calm yourself down. Like, what is that? So a big thing is having awareness of what you're thinking, and having awareness around your mind, and knowing that you can control your mind. You are not your emotions. You are not your feelings. That's something you can control. Like, you say, no, this is what I'm doing. No, I'm going to go work out. No, I am an awesome leader, and yes, I can lead a team of 100,000 people. You know, you have to be aware of what's going on, and listen to that dialogue that's in your head, and then nip it in the bud. Replace it with something else. Replace it with something positive. So I'm going to head out. I hope that helped you guys today. If you're on my newsletter, or you're one of my customers, you have a new newsletter sitting in your email. If you're not on my newsletters, you want to get on that. It's tinyurl.com/ignite your passion weekly, and I'll put that in the comments so you guys can be on my weekly newsletters. And I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Peace.